This is a Daniel Jason Panzer stream. So this is me like being an adult and serious. I'm not playing games here. Blah blah blah. You must give a copy of the warrant, and we'll get to the interesting parts. And I'll tell you what I know. So this was 3:19 at 9:17 p.m. and it was signed by the judge here. And basically, they were looking for me first because they knew where Paul was, but they didn't know where I was because I was moving around. So basically, after they executed this warrant, they said, "Do not call Paul. Do not tell him anything." And they executed the other warrant. Thing is, I just had 5 phones. Well, 3 phones. 1 phone, prepaid. Merlin Jackson has my other phone. I don't know where that one is. You got to ask him. I'm over that. Anyway, let's get to the interesting parts. I'm not at the FBI office. This is the funny part. So this is attachment A3. The picture of me. I'm going to read this. Attachment A3, person to be searched. The person to be searched is Daniel Jason Panzer, a male born on May 28th, 1990, with brown hair. I have black hair. Approximately 6'2" tall and approximately 300 pounds. I'm 260. Fuck you, FBI. Can you read it? You can't read it. This camera's too. The fucking picture of me. Isn't live streaming fun? You get your life ruined for a few $1,000s. Okay. I'm going to read it exactly to you as it says. That like stop it. The person to be searched is Daniel Jason Panzer, a male born on May 28, 1990, with brown hair, approximately 6'2" tall, and approximately 300 pounds, as pictured below. Included any and all digital devices, clothing, personal items, and containers, e.g. backpacks, wallets, briefcases, and bags in his physical possession, or on his person, or in areas of his immediate vicinity controlled at the time of the execution of the search warrant. The search shall not include a body cavity or strip search. Thank God. The search shall not include a body cavity or strip search. So that's what this page says. This is absolutely real. I swear to God. Okay. So when they do a warrant like this, since they're looking for anything on any device, they seize anything on the property. That's why everything inside Paul's house was fair game to take, and they're investigating. They don't know what's going on or what's happening. So to investigate, they got to take everything first and hope no one tampers with it. Hence why they swooped in without warning and took everything. The thing is, when they show up to me, they just knocked on the door and walked in my bedroom, and I barely own anything, so they just took my phones. They're like, oh. Okay, so let's get to the interesting part, because this is going to explain everything. And I will try to make a scan of this. All right, items to be seized. 1, the items to be seized are evidence, contraband, fruits, or instrumentalities of violation of 18 USC, that means United States Criminal Code. So every time I say USC, it's United States Code or Criminal Code. 18 USC 371, conspiracy. 18 USC 1030 A2C, unauthorized access to a computer to obtain information. 18 USC 1349, wire fraud conspiracy, and 18 USC 1343, wire fraud. Collectively, the subject offenses, namely A, records, documents, programs, applications, materials relating to I, the Community Bible Church CBC directory or the personal contact information of the members identified within. This is where I was like, what the fuck? I have no idea what the fuck the Community Bible Church is. I'm not a hacker. I've never hacked for money, taken like information, anything. The search warrant in this case has to do with the hack of the Community Bible Church. It does not extend to anything more than that. It doesn't have to do with fucking money laundering or the Ponzi scheme or anything. It's all about the hack of this website, the Community Bible Church. So I'm going to read this to you. Dude, I don't have fucking Bitcoins, dude. I literally have $10, dude. I'm fucking broke. All right. Yes, they did ask about Discord. Just listen. So I'm going to read this and not kind of comment. It's about 4 or 5 pages. I'm just going to read it, and then I'll explain it after. Anyway, So for the record, there's 4 charges that they're looking into. 18 U.S.C. 371 conspiracy, 18 U.S.C. 1038-2C unauthorized access to a computer, 18 U.S.C. 1349 wire fraud conspiracy, 18 U.S.C. 1343 wire fraud. I had nothing to do with this. If they fucking charge me with this, they're fucking barking up the wrong tree, man. So I'm not worried, dude, because I really didn't know what the fuck this is. All right. Records, programs, and application material into I, the Community Bible Church directory, the personal contact information members identified. 2, information or data taken from the computers, networks, emails, or any other information owned or maintained by CBC. 3, exfiltration of CBC member information, including any devices, techniques, or infrastructure used by the subjects. 4, the use of internet service providers such as Google and Yahoo/Oath used in preparatory steps taken in furtherance of the conspiracy, including information related to obtaining password credentials and access to the CBC directory, evading detection, and creating or obtaining computer scripts, or running computer scripts to download the directory or contact information. No involvement with this. 5, the results or effects of any unauthorized computer access, including exfiltrating or transferring the directory or other contact information, evading detection or other damage, theft, or loss resulting from such access. No, we're not done. 6, use of virtual private networks, VPNs, voice over internet protocol services, or other steps taken to evade detection. 7, unauthorized access to protected computers, including unauthorized access into computer systems, as well as any individuals or computers that may be controlling or participating in the unauthorized access, to include computer logs, personal message, and or email related to the unauthorized access. This includes Discord. 8, communications regarding the unauthorized access to protected computers, including offering information which is thereby obtained by others. 9, explaining or illustrating methods for gaining access to computers or computer networks, including how to configure or use computer hardware, software, or other related items for purposes of gaining access to computers and or computer networks. I don't know how to fucking do any of that. 10, internet accounts used for computer intrusion activities. 11, computer software scripts or programs that could be used to exfiltrate or download CBC member files or databases. Here's the one. This is number 12. The means of communication, including accounts, devices, and applications, i.e. apps, used by Paul, Michael, Joseph, Benito, and Daniel Panzer. You know, Paul, I don't know what the fuck you did, and it may just have been someone that works for you or whatever, but we are now inexorably linked, as we are both the only 2 people named in this warrant are me and Paul, period. I don't know if you can read that. So, Paul, you and I have an undeniable link now. It's being named in a fucking FBI search warrant together. No, this is public information. As soon as the search warrant was issued, it's not a secret. You can actually do a Freedom of Information Act and get it. I think it takes time. I love, dude. Here, wait, there's another one. So I'll read 12 again. 12, the means of communication, including accounts, devices, and applications, i.e. apps used by Paul, Michael, Joseph, Benito, and Daniel Panzer. 13, communications regarding or relating to any of these above described categories. And 14, communications between or among any of the following persons: Paul, Michael, Joseph, Benito, Daniel, Jason Panzer, and any member of CBC. So someone fucking trolled us pretty well. Got the FBI involved. So, very funny. So this is where you guys are going to be interested in this one. 15, financial payment service records, including to Streamlabs.com. So they have every donation that has been made to me on Streamlabs and every donation is made to Paul on Streamlabs. So I'm going to keep reading the next page. They're interested in Discord. They're interested in the donor list. They're interested in who did this hack. And they're using me and Paul to figure out who in the fan base did this. That's what I believe. No, it's not about money laundering. This is not about anything. This is about someone hacking into the community Bible church. It's very specific. So 15, financial payment service records, including the streamlabs.com. B, any digital device which is itself or which contains evidence, contraband, fruits, or instrumentalities of the subject offense and forensic copies thereof. B, any digital device within itself contains evidence, contraband, fruits, or instrumentalities of the subject offense and forensic copies thereof. C, with respect to any digital device used to facilitate the above listed violations of containing evidence falling within the scope of foregoing categories of item to be seized. I, evidence of who used, owned, or controlled the device at the time the things described in this warrant were created, edited, or deleted, such as logs, registry entries, configuration files, saved usernames and passwords, documents, browsing history, user profiles, email contacts, chat and instant messaging logs, photographs, and correspondence. That means they can look at everything I've ever done. Evidence of the presence or absence of software that would allow others to control the device, such as viruses, Trojan horses, and other forms of malicious software, as well as evidence of the presence of or absence of security software designed to detect malicious software. 3, evidence of the attachment of other devices. 4, evidence of counter-forensic programs and associated data that are designed to eliminate data from the device. 5, evidence of the times the device were used. 6, passwords, encryption keys, biometric keys, and other access keys may be necessary to access the device. They fucking thought of everything. 7, applications, utility programs, compilers, interpreters, or other software, as well as documentation and manuals that may be necessary to access the device or conduct a forensic examination of it. So basically, more is using a digital device includes any laptop, desktop, notebook, tablet, computer, personal digital assistant, wireless communication device, digital camera, smartphone, gaming consoles, magnetic tapes, VHS, like anything, dude. In searching digital devices, the law enforcement, let's see, the search team, in their discretion, can seize the device on site or transport the device to appropriate law enforcement laboratory or similar facility to search that location. It has to be done within 120 days. You can't search beyond the 120 days. They have 120 days to look through everything and return it. So I'll get my stuff back in 4 months. Whatever. Blah blah blah. Search team will subject the data. Blah blah blah. The search team may use tools to exclude normal. The search team may use forensic examination searching tools such as NCASE and FTK forensic toolkit, which may use hashtag and others. If the search team encounters contraband or evidence of a crime outside the scope of the items to be seized, the team shall immediately, this is very interesting. They're only interested and authorized to look for stuff related to the Bible church. This is a very interesting clause. Listen to this closely. If the search team, while searching a digital device, encounters immediately apparently contraband or other evidence of crime outside the scope of the items to be seized, the team shall immediately discontinue its search of that device pending further order of the court and shall make and retain notes detailing how the contraband or other evidence of crime was encountered, including how it's immediately apparent contraband or evidence of the crime. So this, I didn't do anything to it. They did this to themselves. I'm just in the middle of it. So this warrant is only good for anything involving this hack into this church. It means if they encounter anything else, any separate crime, they have to go get a separate search warrant. And they don't, I don't know. Here, look, if the search determines that a digital device does not contain any data falling within the list of items to be seized, the government will, as soon as it's practical, return the device and delete or destroy all forensic copies thereof. If the search determines that a digital device does not contain data falling in the list of items, the government may make and retain copies of such data. The search determines a digital device is, it's just the same thing, blah, 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 blah. This is basic. I don't know. This is all kind of repeats itself. So they can use any applications, anything, any passwords, any test keys. Here's an interesting one. So they asked me for the passwords to my phone. I gave it to them because I have nothing to hide. I'm not a hacker. I don't know what the fuck the community Bible church is. Paul's never really asked me to do anything illegal. We just smoke weed and go on trips together, man. That's the truth. It's crazy that I am in the middle of this, but I'm not worried because I didn't really have anything to tell them, you know? Here, during the execution of the search warrant, law enforcement printed to one, depress the subject person's thumbs and or fingers onto the fingerprint sensor of the device, only when the device has such a sensor, and direct which specific fingers or thumbs shall be depressed. And two, hold the device in front of the subject person's face with his eyes open to activate the facial, iris, or retina recognition feature in order to gain access to the contents of such device. Depressing the person's thumb or finger on the device and holding the device in front of the person's face, law enforcers may not use excessive force, is defined in Graham versus Connor. That's it. So I know I was like a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo or anything. I didn't have anything to tell them. I haven't been a part of the CX network or ICE Poseidon or whatever. I don't even talk to the guy very much. He's never talked about hacks or hacking so specifically. It is funny. It just says me and Michael, Paul. Fucking Paul, look at the shit he got me into. So they interviewed me for an hour, and it really wasn't a big deal. The wire fraud, basically someone went into this church and took all the information off of it and may have even stolen money from it. And this is a big deal. This could put you in jail for 20 years, maybe even more. I don't know. Whoever did this, and I hope to God Paul had nothing to do with this, because I hope he's in a similar situation to me where like someone just fucking did this, who's like watches or, this is serious. I'm not a hacker. That's why I didn't get so basically they had me unlock my phones. And then they asked me, they said, have you ever done, quote, trolling for hire or ever received like a large amount of Bitcoins to troll people? No, I haven't ever done that. Really, I've never done that. I've never hacked anyone for money. I don't even know how. I can't write one fucking line of code. Okay, I can't write one line of code. I don't fucking know how to do any of this. I'm not involved with it. Sure, I fucked with my friends' email accounts because I clicked the forgot password button. But this is a whole nother fucking level. I've never fucking I don't. So basically, they sat me down. They had me unlock my phones, and they read out they had a list of like email addresses, and it was just like random like words and emails and shit, and they were like, have you ever heard of any of these emails? Received an email for any of them or not? I went they went one by one. I went no. They had these phone numbers. Have you ever used any of these phone numbers with VoIP? I went no. I'm like, I have like 9 email accounts. They all have my name pretty much in them. I don't have any like hidden identity really. I'm like, I don't really have much money. I have like $10 in my account. I don't have coins or anything. And then they just like asked me about trolling for hire in the church, trolling for hire. And they said that. I was like, dude, I'm an entertainer. I make my stupid videos and stuff. But no, there's no FBI agents. I wasn't arrested. They literally took my phones, asked me questions about, these email addresses and the phone numbers associated with the hack. No idea. And that was it. Trolling for hire sounds like SJC. And, I don't want to show anything in the room. I don't want to leak anything about where I am. Why did I say Tariq is involved? I don't know. I haven't been online or really like been on the computer in a week because this shit just freaked me out. And, like it makes me not want to stream. It makes me not. I mean, literally, I got a new job too. Um, I'm not hiding from anyone. They know where I am. They found me. Uh, I have nothing to hide because I really am just some like fucking idiot, like stoner kid who like does this internet shit. But I have no involvement with this. I really don't. So that's why I'm not scared. So the Discord is what they're most interested in to find out who did this hack. No, the Community Bible Church is this large church in a different state. Nothing to do with the random sober living I was at. They asked me who I thought did it. I said, truly, I don't know. I go, but there's only one person who I know in Discord's bragged about being able to break into networks and shit, and that's Phineas. As far as like anyone I've talked to, because I answer. Although someone fucked with my Twitter, like my Twitter's like gone. I have to make a new Twitter. Um, but it may not be Phineas. It's not my job to accuse people, but that's the only person I know who I've communicated with and who like he's like, yeah, I'm this hacker, I do all these things and view botting and the CX network, it was so easy, blah 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 blah. He's like, well, I'm in fucking Britain or something. They can't fucking do anything. Phineas is the only person that I know of that I've talked to in the Discords that claims this, but it might not be him. Because look, people do things and they try to blame it on other people. But whoever did this fucked up. And it's fucked that you're trying to fucking like get me in trouble. Like for shit I didn't do. It's fucked that if Paul had no involvement, that you're trying to get him involved and fucking have the FBI team. I mean, swatting and shit is pretty fucked. If this is the next level of it, where you actually do a major hack and you try to get people to you do like a major hack and then you try to like fucking like put someone's name on it and get them in trouble that nothing to do with it and then get the FBI to come in and raid everything. Well, ha 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 ha. I don't really know anything about the Community Bible Church. The only thing I know is they didn't really tell me anything because they're investigating it. What I know is it's named in the search warrant.